Hey everyone! HBO has dropped the trailer for the final season of Game of Thrones. It looks spectacular and very intense. This is going to be my detailed breakdown of the trailer. As usual, spoiler warning for those who don't want to know anything about Season 8. Now's your chance to click off this video. Okay, without any further delay, let's get started. The trailer opens with Arya Stark, who looks very scared and starts running in the castle. I think it's Winterfell, but I'm not sure. If it's Winterfell, then clearly the Night King's army has breached the castle.
I know death. He's got many faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
Although it's a bit dark in there, you can see that she is injured and has some blood on her forehead. Clearly she is afraid of the army of the dead. But ironically, we hear a voiceover of Arya who sounds very confident and eager to fight the Whites. You can see that she is holding a dagger made of dragonglass, so I guess this scene is from one of the earlier episodes where she learns about the dead and prepares for combat. Also, we see the Onion Knight and the Northerners who are in defense mode guarding Winterfell, ready to tackle an invasion. I mean, the North is extremely vulnerable when you consider the fact that the army of the dead has entered the realm, so they have to be alert and anticipate any sort of attack. In a brief shot, we see Lord Varys, Gilly, Sansa. I believe it's her, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I digress. They all seem to be hiding in the crypts of Winterfell for their own safety. Lord Varys looks very tense. All these circumstances confirm that the enemy is close. In the next shot, the Greyjoy ships carry the Golden Company soldiers. In the Season 7 finale, Cersei said that Euron had promised her to bring these mercenaries for her defense, so they're probably on their way to King's Landing. We also have a glimpse of the new character, Harry Strickland, who is the commander of the Golden Company soldiers. Harry is played by a German actor, Mark Risman. If you want to know more about the new cast, I've made a separate video. Please go check it out. The link will be in the description. Ed, Beric, and Tormund all appear to be fine. We've last seen them in Season 7 finale, running for their lives when the Night King attacked the wall.
Everything you did brought you where you are now. Where you belong. Home.
Bran has a conversation with someone. I believe it's Jon. He says all of the things Jon had done brought him home. Just when Bran finishes the dialogue, we see Jon and Dany riding horses as they accompany the Unsullied army to Winterfell. Next, we see the Red Keep. Cersei has this smug, satisfied look on her face, which means Euron is arriving with the Golden Company. Sansa's reaction of seeing the dragons for the first time is mixed. She is both startled and terrified.
They're coming. Our enemy doesn't tire. Doesn't stop. Doesn't feel.
Jon visits the crypts, and Dany follows him. It could be his customary visit as he returns home, or maybe he is visiting his mother's statue after learning the truth of his parentage. Next, we hear Jon warning us about the threats of the White Walkers. Apparently, Kendry and the other blacksmiths are making some weapons. I hope they're making these weapons out of Valyrian steel and dragonglass. Anything else would be useless at this point. Remember, no one has ever made a new Valyrian steel sword since the doom of Valyria. The new weapons are made by melting down the existing ones, so I'm interested to see what kind of weapons he is making. Jorah leads the Dothraki in Winterfell. The sword strapped to his hip appears to be Heartsbane, which is the Tarly family sword, and of course made of Valyrian steel. It's no surprise that Sam and Jorah have a good relationship, so he might have gifted him the sword. Again, another shot in Winterfell, where we see the sky lit in red fire. It appears that Jaime and Brienne are all fighting against the Whites. In the throne room, Cersei is meeting with Harry Strickland, the commander of the Golden Company army, and Euron Greyjoy. Next, we see her in a room with a drink. She has this mixed emotion on her face. You can notice her eyes are teary and has the typical smirk. Judging by the reaction, I guess something bad must have happened. We've seen this one before. Arya is in Wintertown as the dragons fly above her. While the common folk are intimidated by the presence of the dragon, Arya looks up at the beast with a sense of excitement on her face. The Hound is in the middle of a place where it is lit by fire. We know he is scared of fire, but can he overcome that fear and continue to fight? I hope he will. Next we see Jaime, who is in Winterfell, says he is willing to fight for the living and intends to keep his promise. At this moment, I'd like to reiterate what I said in my past videos. This is going to be the best ever season for him. Next, we see Jon, who runs into danger. He often does this during battles, which makes him more heroic. Dany and Jon pay a visit to her dragons. You can see the beasts had quite a feast. I hope Jon rides a dragon this season. Arya fights really well in this clip. She is using the techniques she learned at the House of Black and White. However, this is the first time she's practiced with the waif, and we've seen her skills with the stick. This is an interesting shot of Tyrion. He appears to be in a place where it is sunnier and no snow on the ground. This leads to several ambiguous speculations. I mean, this could be a scene from one of the later episodes, or he could be at a place far away from Winterfell. Besides, what is he looking up at? Is it a dragon? As for the final shot, the Unsullied, Brienne, Podrick, Jorah, and the Dothraki are all on the battlefield, ready to fight. Next, we see a glimpse of the undead horse, probably ridden by Docker, and the trailer ends. So that's all. Thanks for watching. Like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe.